This is the race committee. This race is good to go.
Let's go down onto the water with Peter Lester on chase 0 from where you sit. What sort of race are we going to have weather-wise, Peter?
We're at the windward end of the line over by the committee boat for this one, and looking up the course to the right, we've still got that cloud cover, but then it's starting to clear on the seaward side, and that would indicate to me that the top left might be quite strong with the clearing of the sky, and there may well be not only a bit of left-hand shift, but a bit more pressure in the left at the final approach.
13 knots at the top of the track. Foiling Nirvana up there.
Certainly is, Shirley. With all these teams. Be absolutely loving it. They will not be able to sail without a smile on their faces.
We're listening to the Dutch team growing in confidence. We heard how much that win meant. They'll want to repeat that.
All teams at the moment just putting themselves in a position where they can do their final manoeuvre to line up for the start. It's a bit like doing a rolling start in a motor race. You just need to get the airflow over the engines, and then you get the green light, take off at pace. And the difference being that all boats get the opportunity to hit the start line together at full speed. It's absolutely what you're trying to achieve. Get off the start line over speed relative to your opponents. Put yourself in a solid position to take the lead early on.
It's only 7 or 8 knots at the bottom of the tack. 12 at the top. So crucial to stay on the foils. Get into that pressure.
5 to go to pin. Coming down, Adil. Beetje down. Okay, coming down. Racing to the pin here. Ja. Pin is open. Geen andere boten die hetzelfde pin hebben.
All about getting to that new pressure first, Glenn.
Absolutely. Some of the teams just taking on a slightly different approach to what we've seen to the start previously, Shirley, and definitely wanting to get off. Need to do that speed build in clean air if you can. Australian team needing to jibe quickly, otherwise they will be late for the start.
Canada, Holland, time to burn.
Last race of the day on day 2 of the Puig Women's America's Cup. Race 4, Group B.
Another really impressive start there by Yacht, Team Dutch Sail, due on board, and do Team Australia, looking down the line at the boats that have taken off in front of them. So big gains to those boats that have started well, the Canadians and Yacht Team Dutch Sail.
Yacht Team Dutch Sail just half a metre back from the line. Definitely the queens of the start in this group.
We have protection. Board. Turning. Flywheel. There's also that. Board up. That's traffic. All clear.
Really nice tack on board Yacht Team Dutch Sail. So Concord Pacific Racing, Canada having to thread the eye of the needle to just stay high enough to stay out of that affected bad air.
Higher than they are right now, but they are faster. Okay, coming down 5. Good pressure should be building, coming over our shoulder here.
Yeah, as we heard from the Canadian team, just about to get into that new pressure. 12, 13 knots coming down the track.
Lijkt wel een beetje 2G te hebben. Mooi. Happy met de bovenpiloot, denk ik. Plan A is zo in it. Ik zie ook best oké druk komen.
Hearing the voice of Odile van Aanut.
Canada wordt gekild door ons.
This is the race committee. We are moving the leeward gate, shortening to 1.2 nautical miles.
A brilliant shot there. These 3 teams just duking it out. Absolutely doesn't get any closer than this. racing on foiling AC40s. What a brilliant shot.
Good lineup, the three boats down to leeward. The Dutch are in a really powerful, strong position. The Canadians have done pretty well to survive thin on the hip like that, but that long port tack all the way across over to the right, and I think the right's going to come strong at the top. There's a light spot, but between where the boats are and the top mark, there is a little bit of green pressure coming down towards them, and when they tack onto starboard, they'll get the benefit of that.
Nice tack, Yacht Dutch sail.
You just see what it means, Shirley, to get off the start line well. We keep saying, get off the start line well. The Canadians did as well. It just makes your race so much easier. Gives you more options. Attack when you want to attack, and you can sail your own mode. You're not dictated to, so off the start, all racing, so important.
Concord Pacific Racing. So a clean race here. They need some points. Currently sitting in fourth.
Now we're on target. Pushing forward on the
Blue Team Australia coming in towards that left-hand boundary. They will have boundary protection. The Spanish having to cave early, get out, otherwise they will get dirty air from the Australian team on this next tack. So important to get the boats locked in here.
And if these teams were to stay in this position, it would put Sweden out of the top three at this halfway stage, which none of us expected. Absolutely the form team for this event. Struggling on day one.
Final race of the day, we're heading to the top gate, and it's the team, Yacht Team Dutch Sail. Race 3 winners that'll lead the fleet to run. Could they be the first team in the fleet to win 2 in a row, because there's been 3 different winners so far, but confidence is blooming on board that boat. But this is the team here, Concord Pacific Racing, representing Canada. They're on the bubble, right on the bubble, but a win here could push them into the
Oh, they have got plenty on the Canadians. And there we go, the head-to-wind check. The loss of the rudder there, just way too high. Not enough ease, and they will pay a big penalty.
But they've got themselves going again, have they? Yes, they have. Nice effort. Big moment, good save. Wow, it's all on a Sunday in Barcelona. The Swedish challenge powered by Artemis, sitting in 5th position. That will be followed through a little bit later by AC Team Germany.
The G-forces, when you lose the rudder at the back of the boat, just wanting to overtake the front. It's like having a big lose in a car, back just wanting to spin around. That's exactly what's happened there for the Canadians. Lost a lot of ground.
It's worth having a look again.
Here we go.
Turning, Mark. Yep, I got you.
And
Got you, I
round
got you.
and
I
gone. Back of the boat, just
Okay, turning, Mark.
absolutely
Yep, I got you.
round.
I got you, I got you. I got you.
It's a little too heel, so what causes that? It's a quick turn, big quick turn. You see how much wheels going around the mark there. A little too much, not enough ease, and a little touchdown, but the Canadians still in this, not far off the pace, probably looking to dig their way back in. Great battle for 2nd and 3rd at the moment, behind the Dutch.
The Dutch team are still ahead, but Spain and Australia have really closed the gap. More pressure on their side of the track.
Nuts. Grab Jim, please.
Second leg of 4, race 4.
And we're still
And
sailing the long
the
drive.
Group B invited teams from Barcelona, and just like yesterday, the last 2 races with better conditions and showing just how talented all these sailors are and handling these high velocity AC40s.
So when the Spanish actually go board down and start their jibe, they have to complete their jibe, and then Australia will be the keep clear boat. The Aussies will be watching for that board to go down on the Spanish boat. Possibly the Spanish around the front of the Australians now as they are in a little bit of dirty air. Aussies keeping clear by jibing inside, which is absolutely the right manoeuvre.
Cuando puedas caer, incluso un poco para abajo. Sí, tienes para caer si quieres. Vale, vete ahora a modo rápido. Vale, voy modo rápido. Ellas entran a bolear.
Not much in it between Spain and Netherlands.
So heading to the bottom gate for the first time. This is tight. This is super tight. Just hold on for a moment.
The Dutch having to keep clear of the Spanish team. Thus sneaking their way in front. On the sail team Barcelona, big touchdown. Need to keep the boat foiling. They're going to lose a lot to Andu Team Australia. And straight on the inside, Andu Team Australia absolutely fired out of the cannon. Great boat handling there. Massive touchdown there for the Barcelonian team. That'll be disappointing. And Canada as well, huge touchdown, not getting that windward board down in time.
How much of this is pressure? How much of this is pressure when you've got, heading to the gate?
Largely wind pressure, I think, Stephen. We're seeing under 6 knots at the bottom gate now.
Teams just needing to anticipate that lighter breeze, knowing that if you've got a soak on these boats, if you're at max power, you have to use that windward foil to balance the boat, otherwise you will touch down and go windward heel. Nice down speed tack here, rescue. That's the Dutch team's call for the excavator. Put your buckets on.
Let's just have another look. Aussies doing well, stayed on the foils.
Just see
the opportunity.
You just see the boat coming down, really needing to get the heel back in check. Just a little late on the trim up there, the Spanish team, and then getting caught really depowered and windward heel on the sail plan and the hull. So they're going to be at the back of the field after this.
And look who's popped up, sitting in position 3. The Swedish challenge, Parva Artemis, at that bottom gate. They come in 5th position. Suddenly they're in position 3 and big points on offer.
Mistakes by the teams in front have just opened the door. Surely the Swedish challenge powered by Artemis Technologies.
They've not done anything flash, just waiting for the opportunities to come their way.
Mistake minimisation 101, and they are back in the hunt. Will be challenging Andu Team Australia. The Aussies need to keep it nice and smooth. They need every point they can after that last race, the Australians, so need to sail the boat well from here.
All good. Nice. Looks like there's a lot of pressure coming in. Got a lot of rudder kicks here. Rocking it windward here. Yeah, good.
The green area on the racetrack, more wind. 11 knots at the top of the track.
This is the race committee. We are moving the finish line, shortening the final leg to 1 nautical mile.
Wind tot boundary. 13 knopen wind here. Stack by.
The Dutch head over to the left. That's where the pressure is. They've really sailed an absolute beautiful race. They won the start. A little bit of pressure at the bottom mark that first time, but on this second windward beat, they've picked every little wind shift and, more importantly, stayed in the pressure. The fight behind them is getting quite intense, but the Dutch have had an absolute blinder of a day. They win this one, they'll have 2 wins in the first day of the Women's America's Cup for the invited teams. It's still pretty dynamic out here, although from where the boats are now to the top, looks pretty steady.
What boat do you want to sail? Oh, no. Just holding PMG. I'm just working around what I can see. Yeah, nice.
Olivia Price, the Australian team,
15, boundary
on the charge.
18. Ley lines in 10. We're going to have issues with the Swedish. Ley lines out the zone, so let's go into the zone up. And going in 4.
right-hand shift there on board the Swedes. So both the Swedes and the Australians potentially tacking into a bit of a right-hand shift, so that will not help them compared to the leaders, Yacht Team Dutch Sail, who are just sailing a beautiful race, but nothing in this battle, the second and third.
And that's what we want. We want battles, and we are seeing battles. Race 4, Yacht Team Dutch Sail, who won race 3, heading to the top gate for the final time on the day. And then it's around the mark and heading home. No mistakes, and they get another 10 points. Close behind will be Andu Team Australia and the Swedish Challenge powered by Artemis. They take the same mark.
Potentially good pressure coming down that side of the course.
There goes the Swedish Challenge again, so they've all taken that right-hand mark as we see it, left for them.
All teams must be seeing something down that side of the course. So they're all heading that way.
Diving in 2, 1, and board down.
Sail Team Barcelona, AC Team Germany coming into that top gate, and the Canadians will be ruining what happened because they're in a strong position to earn big points as we see Yacht Team Dutch Sail powering their way to potentially win number 2 on day 1 for Group B.
And board up. Coming up, Easter Hill. And slowly going down. Okay, one drive to the finish. Let's
Ariane
one
van
to finish.
de Loosdrecht.
Andere Zweden achter ons is al
Trim.
Copy. Okay. Wij zijn er ook
Trim is doing a
bijna.
really nice job. Steep learning curve. The Dutch haven't had a huge amount of time
Gaat helemaal goed.
on these AC40s at all. 35 knots of boat speed
One, board down.
on all 3 boats. Australians not far away, sailing into them quite quickly in a little more pressure. Dutch need to execute well. The Aussies will be
The left side of the line is
rolling right by.
Yeah, coming up. Left is favored. Yeah. I mean, we can go faster. Yeah, let's go it. Bring 140.
It's been another stellar performance in the 4th race of the day in Group B for the Puig Women's America's Cup.
Klein stukje, jongens, klein stukje.
And Yacht Team Dutch Sail will win 2 in a row and go to the top of the points table, followed in by Andu Team Australia.
What the girlies? This is it. Okay, so in 2, 1, 3. We're just gonna keep sailing.
And most importantly too, for the Swedish Challenge powered by Artemis, they pick up 5 points. They're probably still below the cut line, but they're closing in on the top 3.
Swedish team sailing a really clean race from being back a bit early on. A couple of mistakes by the boats in front of them, very costly, and allowing them to slip back into that final podium position. But Andu Team Australia also doing a really nice job to keep the boat locked in and finishing P2.
So Team Barcelona, that mark routing, bottom of leg 2, how costly it was. They were really strong. Well, they have been really strong. Let's not forget, they have finished 2nd on 3 occasions today, and this will be a 4th, but it should keep them in the top 3. Consistency counts in the Puig Women's America's Cup. They cross the line, and they will be followed by AC Team Germany. And they pick up 5th position and 2 points.
2, 1, coming up. Wait, that's not the finish, I think. What?
German team just getting more and more comfortable sailing these AC40s. Shirley doing a really nice job every race, just getting better and better.
Yeah, although Helm, Marushil, we saw her in the Youth America's Cup. The trimmers were all fresh.
Can you confirm that we finished?
Steep learning curve.
You have finished.
And let's just remember, the Canadians were looking so strong at the top gate for the first time that their big moment. Pulled the handbrake on, but recovered well, but not well enough, and it's cost them big time. They were in the big points mode, and they finish 6th and last. They'll pick up a point. Concord Pacific Racing, still though, below the cut line, but not out of it. 4 races done, 4 to go in Group B. Let's confirm the final race of the day, the opening day for Group B, the invited teams, and it's another win to Yacht Team Dutch Sail, followed by Andu Team Australia, the Swedish Challenge powered by Artemis, Sail Team Barcelona, Team Germany, and Concord Pacific Racing representing Canada. So what do the standings look like? Well, there you have it. Pretty tight at the top. Look at that, there's only 4 points between 3rd and 1st. But right now, after the first day in Group B, it's Yacht Team Dutch Sail, the 5th, a 3rd, then 2 wins, bang, bang. Sail Team Barcelona, 3 seconds and a 4th. And Andu Team Australia, they'll be crossing their fingers that 1 win and more consistent racing will keep them in the 3.